tell you something. They talk about Sooner magic and luck and all that, and I want to tell you something. For 4 quarters, this football team dominated them, offensively and defensively, the whole ball game. I tell you what.
These challenges are going to keep coming, and we know we got a big one coming up next week that we're much looking forward to.
traphOUse. The Cornhuskers come into this week's matchup with a 2-1 record. The little homie Scott Frost started the season with a disappointing loss, falling to the Fighting Illini by 8 points on the road. But old Scott Frost has been able to rally his ball club these past 2 weeks against the likes of Fordham and Buffalo to go on a 2-game winning streak. Nebraska does have a seasoned signal caller in Adrian Martinez. Martinez is mobile, and he has yet to throw a pick this year out of 74 passing attempts. 4 touchdowns, a 62% completion percentage, leads your boy Big Trap to think that the Cornhuskers will come into the palace and try to establish their run game. I mean, you would think the big homie, Whip Newt Gingrich, was the OC in Lincoln with such a conservative play calling scheme. Martinez has also rushed the ball 34 times already in this early season, crossing the painted area 3 times. Containing Martinez will be a major key for the 5-star Speed D General Alex Grinch. Trust me, bro, I enjoyed the shutout last week, don't get me wrong, but it did not wipe away the memory of seeing how we had to mitigate far too many mental errors against Tulane's mobile Michael Pratt. The USC transfer back Marquis Stepp is a decent back. I like his game. But bro, the simple inside power plays, lead dives the Cornhuskers scheme up, it just sets their backs up in disadvantageous situations, you know what I'm saying? Hence why Marquis has only 30 rushes in 3 games for a mere $132 so far on the season. For instance, his longest scamper this season was for only 19 yards, bro. And if you're a stud D1 back, you should put up a buck and some change in the first half against Fordham, bro. Gabe Irvin Jr. is their other back. He's also hovering around 100 yards on the year. Coach Trapp is all about getting young guys reps and experience. We know I'm always looking real close at a young player's development. I lead the Big 12 blogging conference in matriculation usage by a landslide.
Matriculate.
But I also believe in continuity, and that is the Cornhuskers' biggest issue in my opinion on offense, a lack of continuity in the backfield. Already in this early season, 10 guys have rushed the ball this year for Coach Frost. Like Grandma Trapp would always say, I don't like too many people in my kitchen. And that is what's wrong with Nebraska. Far too many kids are toting the lumber. I understand that with the transfer portal, mixed with this instant gratification generation, a coach can be compelled to make sure as many guys touch the field as possible and as early as possible. If I was Coach Frost, I would scale back on the usage of these young backs. Everyone can't cook on Saturday, bro. Those young boys should be shucking corn throughout the week. Or as the big homies told me back in the day, young brother, play your part until it's your time to start. But hey, who am I to judge? I'm just a brother on YouTube. Samori Toure is Nebraska's main pass catcher with 13 grabs for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, followed by Martin and the stud big tight end Austin Allen, who they love to send on dig routes off the play action scheme. Allen will most definitely be in the running for the Mackey Award this year. He is a complete tight end that can cause matchup problems, especially between the hashes. Guys like Caleb Kelly and company will have to stay engaged and make sure the big fella doesn't get too loose in the open field. Now, OU most definitely has the horses in the secondary to cover Nebraska's skill players. Just gotta make sure we are dialed in. And if we do give up the reception, we gotta wrap up and secure the tackle. Young studs like Latrell has to make sure that the moment isn't too big. Embrace this moment, homie, embrace this opportunity. This is why guys like yourself and Bowman came to OU, to play in games where all of the nation will be looking real close. We just moved up to 3 in the polls this week, bro. Solidify it. But we all know if you want to win, you got to dominate the line of scrimmage. Now, Nebraska's a decent run blocking team. They do a lot of power, a lot of double teams on the A-gaps. But what I foresee is a dominant effort from the Sooner D-line this week. They're going to have a real problem trying to block us on the edges. So if we can get to Martinez, keep hands on Austin Allen, I foresee a big Sooner win. Now is the time to seize the momentum and get the snowball rolling. Big salute to the chain gang as we march on down the field. Boomer Sooner, Speed D, traphOUse. Big salute.